Welcome to the Strata Fund. This segment is How to Borrow from a MIC. It is an educational presentation. It is not a solicitation for securities, nor are we offering any advice. Everything presented here is done so with the best due diligence and care possible. That being said, typos and other errors may exist in this presentation. It is not a legal document and should not be relied upon for an investment decision. Do seek the advice of an accountant, lawyer, or other professional in any investment or borrowing decision. I'm an entrepreneur. My name is Rene Gauthier. I love real estate, especially financing real estate projects. I have been involved in numerous strata projects for almost a decade. I've done conversions from apartments to condos. I've worked on special assessments for renovations. I've also been involved in investing contingency reserve funds. So how do you do the loan? Well, start with an application to a mortgage broker. File your basic information, name of the strata corporation, contact person, phone number. Agree to have the credit profile reviewed. This is not your personal credit profile. This is the credit profile of the strata corporation. Submit a synopsis of your project. Is it a renovation, envelope repair, roof, carpet? Be very specific as to what it's about. What is the address of the property? And what's the most recent appraisal? You should have an appraisal annually for your insurance anyway. The most recent one may be all that is required. Also state how you are going to repay the loan. Is it from a levy? Is it from revenues from, say, something like a cell tower? Most loans require security. There's mortgages which are secured by property, so a strata-owned caretaker suite could be used for this. Debentures. Debentures are promissory notes secured by the assets of a corporation. Once again, the cell tower on top of a condo roof, the revenues are an asset. Also, special levies. These can be secured by the lots in a strata corporation, and that security can be passed on to the loan. So, under the Strata Property Act, the strata cannot use the common property as security. This is defined in section 111, subsection 2A. So when you do a levy for a loan, which has to be approved by the owners and secured equally by all the strata lots in the property. This excludes the common property and allows a loan to be made with the security of the strata lots. Then the lender will provide a term sheet. Usually the mortgage broker will ask what you want and come back with something from a lender. It will include the fees besides interest that are charged. There's usually an application fee. There may be a mortgage broker fee. Many institutions do not pay the mortgage broker and you have to pay them up front. Also, there will most likely be a lender fee, which can be anything from 1.5. RBC was charging 1.5 for construction loans recently, to 6 or 8%. Very important that you look at what fees are being charged besides the interest. Then look at the interest. Is it simple interest or compound? How long is the term? You may have asked for 10 years, but they may only give you 5, doubling the payments. So make sure that it is what you asked for. Also, check with your property manager. Are there extra fees from him? Some property managers charge an administrative fee to manage the loan. When you're ready to sign the term sheet, make sure it is what you've agreed to with the lender. Also be aware, sometimes the best rates do not have the best terms, and quite often the terms are more important than the rates. Also, find out about early payout options. MIC loans are usually open after the first 3 months. What that means is that after 3 months you can repay a MIC loan in its entirety. Many banks have a 10% annual payback on principal, sometimes 15%. It all depends upon the lending institution, so it's very important to see what it is. Also, MICs can be much more flexible with the credit issues. In the end, before borrowing, get the detailed information first from us. We offer a small evening course to make things simple. Your entire Strata Council can come for one fee, and bring your property manager if you would like. Then talk to your accountant and property manager as to what kind of loan and how much you need. Then involve the mortgage broker, and finally, once you have all the documents from the lender and from the mortgage broker, talk to the lawyer. Whatever you do, make any decision to borrow, and that includes just a regular mortgage on a caretaker suite based upon your situation. Thank you for watching. Talk to you next time.